2003 Chevy Trailblazer LTZ. Yesterday, started raining. I had to roll the window down for a minute. When I tried to roll it back up, it went crunch. Now usually if they just stop working, it could be the motor, but if you hear some kind of crunch, it's usually the cable that goes bad on the regulator. So I'm probably gonna pull this outside and do this. I'm gonna do it with the GoPro so you can see better. For some reason it's real dark in here. And I just wanted to show you something. There's basically two screws to remove this. One's here. Gotta pull this out here. Mine's broken, of course. The little plastic tab is still in there. That's supposed to be attached here, but it's broken. So there's one bolt that goes here. It's a 10mm. And then there's one that's hard to see. It's way down in there. You see it in there? That's a 10mm. Let's see if I can stick my finger in there and point it out right there. Way down in there. So for me, I went in Home Cheapo and bought this extension and a 10mm and just put it in the drill, and I was able to get that out of there. But I just wanted to show you that. That's it. This ring piece here pops off. You got to be careful with plastic clips. And then you just have the Christmas tree fasteners on the panel. You just grab down the bottom. Sometimes you need some kind of a tool and you won't damage the plastic, and you pull it out. And then you just lift up and it comes off. And I'll show you. Go outside and do it. Of course, right now I have the shims holding it because in order to get it up, I had to take it apart yesterday just to get it home. Just to be able to lift the glass up, I had to unscrew the regulator and everything lifted up. Just so I didn't have to drive home in the rain. Let's fix it. All right, let's get it. Pull that clip off. Let's get this out of the way. Got these two tabs you push. Push them both in and wiggle. Of course, this one's missing the tab, so you got to try to do it yourself. Sometimes you got to use Mr. Screwdriver. Go. And then this one, you just lift the tab a little bit. As it's lifted, pull it out. Boom. Alright, so like I said, I already took that screw out. It's right here. This little 10mm right here was in this hole. Then there's another one down there, and that one's stuck in there. So me, I could just grab the bottom and pull it out. Yours might be a little more complicated depending on whether it's been out before or not. This one's been apart, or it wouldn't come apart so easy. One here. And you gotta make sure all of them are out. Which they are. So it feels like that screw is catching. Maybe I didn't get it out all the way. Or maybe it worked itself back in as I was driving it. It's a weird spot to hide a screw. So this should come right off, and for some reason it's not. Nothing's easy, let me tell you. Yeah, it's almost like that screw is caught a little bit. But that's it, there's nothing else besides that. Here we go. The screw was still caught. So you just carefully peel this back. You don't want to mangle it. This black butyl, they call it. That's the sticky stuff. There we go. Here's the window regulator. See, the cables are all shot. I already unscrewed it. There's one screw here. There's one screw here. There's one screw here. I believe there's another one down here somewhere. And then there was one here. It's like 5 screws. All right, so before I take that all out, I want to check and make sure I got the right one. I told him front passenger right. So hopefully this is it. Looks like it comes with new bolts. A little zip tie on there. Alright, let me try to match this up now. Of course, this one looks different. But that doesn't mean it's wrong. Definitely looks different. Yep, I think he gave me the wrong side. Gave me the wrong side, Clyde. Alright, so that last clip was yesterday. I had the wrong, what is this called? I forgot already. I had the wrong window regulator. Let's see here. This one's part 741-691. I had -690. Apparently that's the driver's side. I needed the passenger side. This one looks better. So I'm right back where I was yesterday. So basically the window is all the way up. It's like down a little bit, just so I can reach in here and undo this nut and undo this nut, and that releases the window from the regulator. Then I should be able to pull the regulator out. And you don't want to take the nut all the way off. You just want to loosen it so it slides off of the glass. And there's one here. There's just two of them. There you go. Regulator's trash. I see a lot of people riding around. They got duct tape holding their windows up. Just get one of these and do it yourself. This is such a simple job. Summer, and let's see the cable. It's all out of the track. It's all out of the housing. It's shot. That was the crunching noise. But you can do this yourself. You don't need a mechanic for this. Just gotta fight it out of there. And you just gotta fight the new one in. Fold it up, plug it in, put the door back together, you're good to go. It's really not that complicated. So they give you two bolts here. This way you can just get it in there and you can hook it. And it'll just hold it for you until you're ready to tighten everything. This side in first. There you go. Boom. So there's the other hole there. All right. So now it's just these short ones here. The two, this long one here is for the door. The other one's in the panel. It stays in there. You might want to leave it in there because if you get it out, I don't know if you're going to be able to get it back into the hole. I got 4 short ones. And then there seems to be another long one. I think that long one is for here to go to hold the motor straight. And that would be this one here. Yes. I might as well use the 2 new ones. Still got to use 2 of the old ones, and then I'll save 2 of them. It's a very simple job. I'm sure there's other videos on there. I just figured, why not make a video myself? Maybe it could help somebody. I get helped by a lot of YouTube videos. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a house right now and the AC stopped working, the HVAC. It's hot in there. So I had to say something to the owner. I said, "What, you shut the AC off?" And she's like, "No, it's just not working." So I had to squeeze my big self up in that attic and figure it out. Did some praying, and apparently the transformer went bad. So then I went to a plumbing supply, because you know you can't get that kind of stuff. You can't get them transformers at Home Depot. I tried. They said they don't have it. So I went to the plumbing supply. He told me he has it, but if I don't have an account, I can't buy anything, meaning I have to be a licensed HVAC guy. So I don't, because that's not what I am. So I wound up, my kid looked up another one. We went to another one. And they didn't care. They sold it to me. It was 22 bucks. Went up, put it in. AC is ice cold again. And that's from watching Steve Lavamaire. He's a plumber. He does a lot of HVAC on his channel. I watched him. I watched him test the transformer. This one had 220 going in, supposed to have 24 volts low voltage coming out, and there was nothing coming out, but yet it was going in. So that tells me the transformer shot. A new one, 22 bucks. That's not bad. Put it in, ice cold again. So yeah, you got 4 bolts here to hold the 2 tracks. 2 bolts for each track, and then you got 1 bolt that holds the motor. Very simple. The hardest part of this job is unplugging that, the window and lock switch. For some reason they don't want to unplug very simple, but I'm going to do it just to make sure that this window works. But first things first, now we got to get the window back in. Nope, actually I got to plug that in to ride the track up. I need to bring the track up to this height. It's down here now. Nah, actually, I think I can do it this way. I just won't be able to do that side because it's behind everything. This has the Bose system, so of course all this is in the way. But if I can get it up to there, I'll be able to bolt that. So I'm going to put this side on. You just want to loosen it, but you don't want to take it all the way out. Just want to loosen it enough so you can get the window in there. So I use these. I see people do all kinds of stuff. They put the shim up here. Don't put it up there. Put it down here. And put the wedge, put the point down, and then you can literally jam it there. And it'll stay there. Driving on the highway, hitting bumps. The window's going nowhere like that. And I had 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. But you may not need that. But the window never moved. So now the window's free. Slide that down, try to line it up. All right. I think I'm going to try to raise it up. So I'll plug all this in, and I'm gonna have to fight it to get it apart again, but it is what it is. Gotta make sure this is gonna work. Keys. Get some AC bumping. Go easy, don't go crazy in case something goes catty. Oh, forgot to plug the motor in, dum-dum. Gotta plug the motor in. There you go. Alright. Alright. I should be able to get to that bolt, and I should be able to get to that bolt. Just bring it down a little bit so I can line the window up. Oh, forgot about the auto. Got to be careful of the auto. Autos send the window all the way down. if you hear that ticking, but that's the cooling fan. I just replaced the clutch. I don't know why it's clicking. If anybody else has one of these, let me know if yours clicks. It's brand new. I'm sure it's not supposed to be ticking and clicking. You don't want to make these too tight. You don't want to break the glass. All right, so now I got to go up so I can see this one. I can't see it. Now I can see it. Now the test is to see if it goes up and down freely. There's auto. Sounds like it's crying a little bit. But that's all right. I'm just glad the window's going to work. Make sure they're all tight. Over tighten them, they're just small, you'll snap them. That's it, just stick the butyl back. Now let's see if we can get this nonsense apart. That one's easy. This is the one that gives me a hard time. It feels like you gotta rip the whole door apart to get it. Hear the clicking, ticking? I don't know what's going on with that thing. Because of course you got to take it off to put the door panel back on. Shut this off. Alright. I had to get that one from Advance. AutoZone didn't have it. Advance had it. I think it was 99 bucks, something like that. 90 something. Before tax. And crooked. Click it all back on. And like I said, it's just 2 bolts. Of course, GM decided to put it on a funny angle. So you know you can't do this with pliers. I tried. Can't do it with an adjustable. You definitely need either a nut driver 10mm or a socket. Hope you guys can see this. It's getting dark on me. I tried to get home sooner, but sometimes it doesn't work out. All right, now there's one down here and it's still in there. So I just got to tighten it. switch. Apparently it needs to be real long to get in there. Another one, there's no way you're doing this without a socket or a really long nut driver. 10 millimeter. Click back in, then we just have the ring. Let's fire it up and try it. There you go. That was quick and simple. Trust me, anybody can do this. You just need the right tool. You just need a 10 millimeter socket that'll fit in there. Everything else is cake.